Good morning, this is Blue Line News. We're here with Mr. Pinwell, and how long have you been teaching?
I have been teaching for 13 years. My first 7 years was at South Charleston, a small little town between here and Springfield, and then the last 6 years I've been here at Washington High School teaching high school business classes.
What are some of your hobbies?
Gardening's one of them. I plant 2,000 flowers every year. I'm a musician. I play the piano. I've been playing the piano since I was 10 years old. And I've been playing at the First Presbyterian Church. I play the pipe organ. I've been playing for 34 years. I like collect antiques, good auctions. You come into my house, you'll figure out pretty fast I'm a hoarder. I like crystal. I like sterling. I like lamps. I have a couple of lamps. Won't tell my wife, but I have a bunch of lamps. She doesn't know about up in the attic. And that's some of the stuff that I do.
Your house is obviously one of the nicer houses in Courthouse. How old is your house and when did you buy it?
That house was built in 1900, and the interesting thing about that house is that it was actually designed by a woman, Mrs. Stetson. She owns Stetson's department store downtown. And she designed it, and if you go into the house, you can tell that it's designed by a woman because there's windows everywhere, and it's one of the very first open concepts in the house. The entire downstairs was all one room. So that's pretty rare for a house that's that old. We've been living there for, this is going on 23 years we've been living there.
Would you say that you love your job as a business teacher?
Yes, yes. The thing I love the most about the job is the kids. I like seeing the kids come in from freshmen and then mature into the seniors. I like that part of it. One of the things about the job I hate the most is the paperwork. Tremendous amount of behind the scenes paperwork that you kids don't see, but I hate. Sorry.
Tell us about some of your past careers and jobs.
Oh, you want to go put the first part in about Pap as a hustler?
Yeah.
Let's see. I started mowing yards when I was 10 years old. And by the time I was 18 years old, I paid cash for my first house. And worked at Calmar for 15 years. I was the inventory and purchasing manager for 3 different divisions at Calmar. And then got into teaching. On the side, Troy and I flipped houses. We flipped, now we don't buy small houses, we bought the big houses. 15 and 20 room houses. And we have flipped 8 of those. And we did 7 in 10 years.
Do you have any advice for any upcoming graduates?
Yeah, I do. Don't let high school be the highlight of your life. Don't graduate and 15 years from now all you're talking about is what you did out on the football field. This should just be a springboard into something else. Don't be afraid to take risks. If you don't take any risk, you're never going to get anywhere. Be honest with yourself, be honest with other people, and the last one, be kind. Be nice to people.
All right, that's all we have. Thank you.
Welcome.